Hi everybody, this is Austin, and this is the Best I Can Afford Antiques channel. I've learned that I can't rustle stuff with my microphone or it will completely drown me out. So I'm going to attempt to remember anytime I'm trying to get something unpackaged to not talk. Alright, so here we go. This is a continuation of the Plique jour. This was the other item in the box. The box was $350 altogether. The Plique jour cost me about $100. So hopefully this isn't just a dinner bowl. I took quite a big risk on this one. I'm definitely not an expert in this object at all. So let's get it open and see what exactly we have. I'm gonna try and move this just a bit away from the microphone so we're not listening to it too bad. Pinky up for delicacy. Oh goodness, okay. I don't even wanna pull it through a tight bubble wrap. Oh. So this was advertised as a silver and jade bowl. Now, I'm not an expert on jade, and I'm not an expert on silver. So, I kind of just used all of my faculties and made a judgment. About $250. I'm not even positive this is real jade. If anybody's watching this video, and you're seeing what I'm looking at, maybe you could tell me. It certainly is pretty. It certainly looks like it's a natural mineral. And the reason I bought it is because if it's jade, it's so thin that whoever made it must have been a master craftsman. You couldn't possibly take a piece of jade as large as that would have had to have been to carve this entire shape out of it. I mean, I'm hoping it's jade. It's very pretty either way, and that does look like silver, doesn't it? We'll definitely have to clean this up. Very interesting markings all over it, designs. These are heavy relief. I mean, you can see how much the design sticks out the side of the bowl. Maybe the other side would be better to show you on. Exemplarize with. What do you guys think? Is that real jade? It looks like a real mineral. There's different striations and stuff all over it. I mean, it's not one consistent pattern of anything. I'm just looking at the actual jade pattern right now. I'm going to do 2 whole loops of this because I think I'd like to just look at every inch of it nice and slowly, if that's alright with you guys. It sounded a bit perverted. I didn't mean for it to. If anyone feels like I was coming onto them at all, I apologize. It's not that type of channel. See, and there's different little colors of it all throughout. So if you think about how big this bowl is, which obviously it's not huge, but this in my hands, that big, this would have had to be one whole piece of material. I mean, at least that big and that wide. So to start with that large of a chunk and end up with this and have it be, see-through. Let me, oh God, Don't do it, Austin. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, look at that. If that's a real mineral and someone carved a whole bowl out of it with carvings on the outside too and got it that thin, I mean, they would have just had to be a master craftsman. Mixed with the silver, I mean, maybe I got taken on this. I really don't know. To me, it looks like it's hand carved. There are different little, I mean, just tiny little faults, that you would have ended up with if you were using like a chisel or something. I mean, not everything is perfect on it. They didn't design two perfect nubbins at the top of this. All of these aren't the same size. So I really just, I looked at it and decided, I think that might be a real thing, and I think someone tried really hard at it. So yeah, this is what I looked at, and I decided, maybe I'll just maybe I'll just throw my money away because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just looked at how it was crafted, and I decided, it seems like when you take not only the material, like the material would have been a fairly large chunk of jade, if that's what it is, and they would have had to carve that down. So removing that much material from that large of a piece, and then ending up with this super smooth inside, which I'm sure you can see the gleam off of it, but I mean, really, there's no texture to the inside almost at all. It's very smooth. And then you come back to the outside, and it's got these gorgeous relief carvings. And, they mean nothing to me. I have no clue I don't even know what those are. Two fish weasels fighting over an apple stuck on the handle of a sword is what I'm going to say that one is. Now, I'll remind you, I'm no expert. I'm gonna allow you to question my accuracy in that statement. That's one free one you get. So I don't know if this guy necessarily knows what he's talking about, and I'm gonna assure you that you are correct in doubting me, because I'm just throwing this all out there, bud. I saw some stuff online. I really liked it. I started opening it. I came up with the idea to have a YouTube channel. And I started buying more stuff. And I'm barely housebroken. What can I say? Why do I do the things I do? Other than these things absolutely move me. Technical difficulty there. My head hit the camera because I'm not smart enough to avoid it. Okay, and we haven't even gotten to the bottom. That's also carved silver. Or engraved silver, anyway. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. I've noticed, this is the first piece with any silver I've ever bought. But I have looked at pictures. Okay, that time I was coughing. But I have looked at pictures of silver, and I specifically typed in silver corrosion. And I wanted to see, can pieces of silver look like they have some copper in them? And, silver, sterling silver is, I think, 0.993% actual silver. And they have to alloy it with something, otherwise it's too soft to use. I don't know if you actually can't make anything out of it. It's so soft, but I assume if you drop it or handle it too roughly, you can actually damage it. So they have to add some, I'm going to say maybe some copper, maybe some, maybe iron. I don't know what they add to it exactly. You can see it's just a little divot right there. Somebody before me manhandled him, so don't look at me, all right? I mean, this looks like it's all lovely. Can we see all the designs on there? Let me fix my malfunction here. Oh, that's very pretty. So what do you guys think? It was certainly the best I could afford. And I think it's real. And I think it's very good. And I think someone required a lot of skill to make it. And I think the pieces that went into it would have been pretty valuable. Like the silver, and how big of a chunk of jade would you have had to use to form that. So that's what I got in the mail today. A beautiful jade and silver bowl. 3 tiny pieces of Plique jour. I'm going to watch doing this through my own eyeballs so you can see the size difference. And that's what $350 gets you sometimes. If you're silly enough to do it. I bought all this stuff from lancer4224 on eBay. Super good seller. I mean, the packing job was incredible. The items look ridiculously beautiful. I mean, this is wonderful stuff. She had a ton of stuff. Go give her a visit. I mean, really, she was an excellent seller, excellent packaging, excellent items. She's super friendly. Oh, give her some of your money. This is Austin over at the Best I Can Afford Antiques channel. Thank you very much for watching.